Welcome to Drawlloween Part 2. This will be drawings 6 through 12. Starting off with the prompt of Sasquatch Watch. I thought it was super funny to go really literal here and just do Sasquatch on a watch, a Sasquatch watch. Yes. Kind of in the style of like the old Mickey watches. I guess they still make them, but I had one when I was a little kid. It had a red leather band. I wonder whatever happened to it. So I've got a question for you guys. Does Sasquatch or Bigfoot evoke Halloween feelings for you guys? Because it doesn't really for me. I'm thinking that a lot of these prompts are more like sci-fi than Halloween, which is kind of a bummer because, you know, I wanted to draw Halloween stuff and there's a lot of like aliens and stuff in this challenge. Meh. Here I decided to try something that I don't think I've ever tried before, adding just alcohol to alcohol-based marker to make like what you can see here, the little like bloom kind of pattern texture thing going on in the blue there. I think I could have done this idea better justice given more time, but that is not the nature of this challenge. So what I have here is a Sasquatch that looks kind of more like Turk from Tarzan, and some experimental texture-y stuff, which I will use later in a better context. There is the finished piece in all its glory. And on to day 7, signing the trick-or-treaty. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have any good ideas for this one. So I just kind of went with trick-or-treating in general. That's like a treaty anyway, isn't it? It's like you give us treats and we won't egg your house, right? The biggest challenge for this one was coming up with a bunch of costume ideas that were recognizable by the hands. I've got like an Elsa, a werewolf, a robot, a pirate, and a witch, like a green witch, like an Elphaba witch. And there we go. Another one is finished, and onward to day 8. And the prompt for this one was actually high noon at Candy Coral, as it was spelled. I'm guessing they meant Candy Corral. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go with the spelling error and do something aquatic or stick with what I thought they meant and do something Western. And eventually I just decided to go with the theme of candy in general. I drew Candy Wife, which is a character from the fairly old now Cartoon Network cartoon called The Misadventures of Flapjack. Hey, if you guys hear snoring in the background, my dog is asleep and I cannot bear to wake her or move her, so enjoy the snoring. By the way, this character is like a really freaky looking character. Her skin is made up of, I assume, chewed up chewing gum, and like her mouth is licorice and stuff, and she's creepy looking. So the fact that my drawing looks poopy is not that it's a poopy drawing, it's accuracy. Okay, that one's done, thank goodness. That is my least favorite out of the batch thus far. For day 9, the prompt was Area 52, and so I had to do some research because I didn't really know what Area 51 was all about. I'm not big on any conspiracy theory kind of stuff. I think there's enough weird things that actually exist in the world. Anyway, so I guess it's believed that there are like aliens and stuff out there, and I don't know, I just took that and ran with it and decided to design an alien. That's always fun. This guy or girl, maybe, I'll let you guys decide, has 8 eyes on the main part of his or her face, and then we'll just say he for the sake of brevity has 2 eyes that come off the sides of his head that like can move around, I guess, and those eyes have antennas on them that work like ears. And then he's also got antlers for some reason, and a really long tongue, and some, I was gonna say wings, but I think they're actually fins. He's a semi-aquatic kind of guy, and then kind of arms that can also be feet, as well as like a center stump foot that looks a lot like an elephant's foot, and some pointy teeth, and a round belly. I don't know why. Maybe lots of intestines, or maybe they just don't get good exercise. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, for the sake of saving some time too, I did not color this one. I thought it would be nice to occasionally just let the design stand out and just ink it. And on to day 10, the Haunting of Lunar Base IV. Is that 4? So I don't really know like what a lunar base would look like, but I liked the idea of ghosts and space together. Space ghost. I love space ghost. Anyway, yeah, so I just went with that, and I have an astronaut and some ghosts, and I really think this one came out awesome, considering how simple it was and how little time it took. And here I used the alcohol with a brush again, and I think this was a better application of it. I think that looks nice. The 11th prompt was ghouls just want to have fun. And I don't know if you guys know what a ghoul looks like off the top of your head, but I didn't. I guess we don't have any famous ghouls in American lore. So I did a little research and found out that there's not a really strong consensus on what a ghoul looks like, so I got to design one from scratch. And my ghoul is cute. This is another one that I didn't color. I wanted to have the focus be on the design because he's a very exaggerated, cartoony little ghouly guy. Ghouls apparently dig up and eat human remains. Isn't that adorable? So for day 12, the prompt was Igor's really into fitness lately, but I have bad news for you about the footage for this one. See how the camera's moving? Well, I wasn't aware that that was happening, and so I got set up to draw, and I drew the whole freaking thing while the camera slowly moved over to my shoulder and just stayed there for the entire process. Isn't that entertaining? Well, here's the finished Igor. Sorry that you didn't get to see the process. I fit him into an awkward space that I had on the page, and I like how that looks. And that is it for Drawlloween drawings for the week. What do you guys think about waking up the little snoring girl? Oh, is she already waking up? Hello, you've been snoring a lot. Yeah, hi. Wakey, wakey. Say thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Bye.